So guys, today is the day I'm picking up my Model 3. We're here today at Tesla Motors Austria. As you can see, plenty of Teslas there in the background. Now, the building here on the other side, there are also some more Teslas, so this is pretty huge. I didn't expect this, but anyway, it's actually day 3 of the quarantine, so actually I wasn't sure if I can pick up the Tesla, but I can do it, but the pickup experience will be a little bit different. So let's check out how it is to pick up a Tesla during the coronavirus, and hopefully I will find an licensing office so I can actually register my car, but let's check it out. Ooh, some new Teslas are arriving. So guys, I right now got the papers from Tesla and it was like the weirdest experience ever. I was calling with the guy through a window and I wasn't able to get in, so he was putting the documents into a separate room, then he had to close the door, then I had to get the documents. But it really respect for that. It's really cool that they do it in this way, so this is super safe, so thumbs up Tesla. But now the other problem is I need to find an administration office to actually license my car. And I called like 5 different companies, they're all closed, but I found now one company that still does it. And let's quickly drive there and let's do it. Oh my god guys, so I got it finally. So I found one office that actually still does car registrations, but oh my god, I was searching for such a long time to get this. Holy crap. Okay, passt.
Ja, gut. Dann springt jetzt gleich ein Fenster auf, wo drinnen steht
Fahrer hinzufügen oder so irgendwas war davor?
Lenkrad steht da. Lenkrad drücken.
Da bin ich leider schon weg, aber ich schau nochmal.
Einfach nochmal auf Profil drücken.
So guys, finally here is my Model 3 and wow, this was really challenging. Now first of all, the delivery from Tesla was still really great. I know most of the things about the car, so I don't need instructions for that, and he just gave me the basic instructions like how to set up a driver's profile, how to pair it with my phone, so basically some really easy things. But they said please watch the videos because, you know, coronavirus right now, this is really crazy. The delivery itself, it was really funny because I was calling that guy and he was standing behind a window. So we saw each other, but we were doing a phone call and it was still really cool. And Tesla takes the coronavirus really serious. That's really good, guys. So big thanks that you guys still delivered my car, because without a car, I'm living on the edge of Vienna. It's really not cool without a car here. And regarding the licensing offices, now, most of them are closed. I called like 9 or 10. They all said they are closed. But then I found one licensing office that still registered my car, and that guy basically said he keeps his business open because, well, as you can see, there are trucks there in the background, like businesses. They want to give back their number plate to save money on the lease, because right now they're losing money because they cannot work. And I think these kind of businesses should stay open, but there should be some prevention measures. Like in this particular licensing office, you could only go in one by one. They cleaned everything afterwards. They had gloves. Basically they really took care about it, and that's really cool. All right, so pretty strange delivery, but yeah, here it is. And now I would say let's check out the car, because well, some Model 3 owners, they told me that I should really inspect the car carefully, because, you know, it comes directly from a truck and they load it off and then they deliver it, and they do some basic checks, but you always have to check your car for yourself, because also on this Model 3 I found some things which are not that good. So let's check it out. Alrighty guys, so here it is. This is my white Model 3 2020, and well, it's a long range model. And yeah, I have to say I really like it. Now, why I bought the white version? Well, I will put some wraps on it. So probably black and red, and use some of the white paint as well. So it will look pretty cool, I guess, but I'll keep you updated with a video on that. But still, as always, when you get a Tesla, you should check out the paint on your car. Now, on my car, the paint is actually pretty good. So I didn't find any spots so far. The only thing I found is basically right under the bumper here, if you check this out. So there you can see that this is not 100% white. So here you have, it looks a little bit like there would be some black paint on it, but I'm not really sure if it's black paint or it was not painted correctly in white. So this is the only issue I have right now. The rest, well, except of the flies right over here, is looking pretty good. Now, if you check out the gaps, well, I had a look at the front bumper because my friend had actually a few issues with the gaps on the front bumper. But here, to me, that actually looks pretty good. The only thing I found is here a little spot in the frunk, which I'll show you in a second when we open it. But the rest, I have to say, is looking pretty good. So you can also check out here the back. There we go, all the doors close fine, windows are working. Here, as you can see, the gap, I mean, it's looking pretty okay. There's really nothing wrong about it. And also here from the back. Also here at the bottom, I was looking a little bit more careful. Here, actually, the paint is really good. So just in the front bumper, at the bottom, there the paint isn't really nice. Now I forgot to tell that at delivery, I only mentioned actually one thing, which I'll show you in a second, because this is on the fake leather on the inside. So let's quickly check this out. So guys, we're now here inside of the car, and well, as always, you should check out the steering wheel, if there are any marks on the wheel. You should check out the front dashboard. Here also sometimes there are marks on the dashboard, but my dashboard is actually looking really fine. Also here the wood. Don't forget behind the screen, because well, the screen is basically hiding a little bit from it. And yeah, also check out the screen if there are any marks on the screen, but my screen is looking really good, to be honest. Then here, basically this plastic here scratches easily, even on the 2020 model. It's super glossy, as you can see, super fingerprint magnet, and you should be really careful. So that's why I bought some wraps for it, so some carbon wrap, and I'll put it on in the next video. Now I take some care of it. But as you can see on the leather, I hope you guys can check it out. Here you can see that little, I'm not really sure what that is. It looks like somebody took a screwdriver and was putting it inside of it. So yeah, that's the only thing I have here on. This is actually plastic. It's a little bit soft with that fake leather thing on there. And yeah, I noted that at the Tesla delivery, and I hope that they're gonna take care of it. The rest, the seats, you should also check out the seats really carefully. Check out if they work. So if you can adjust them and everything up and down, and yeah, that's pretty important as well. Then regarding the roof, well, also check the roof for any scratches or marks. The only thing I found was basically, I hope you guys can see that, it's here, there's a little spot which is dark, but to be honest, it doesn't bother me a lot. But you know, when you get a new car, you want to get a perfect new car, so I'll probably tell that to Tesla as well. But yeah, I mean, the rest is looking pretty good, to be honest, so there's nothing wrong about it. So this car is still brand new. I don't know some of the functions yet, because you know, the menu, it's a little bit complicated when you come from a conventional car. Like, it's super complicated even to open up here the glove box, as you can see, but right now there's a button for that. That's pretty good. But first of all, I was looking for ages on how to open this thing. Also check the glove box if it opens and closes perfectly. So yeah, mine is pretty fine. Also here on the inside, there are no marks. And I have to say, actually, it's looking pretty good here. So for sure, we're also gonna take a look at the frunk and the trunk. So there we go, that's how you open them up. And while we're outside, let's have a look at the doors. So some Tesla models had a few issues here at the doors, but actually the paint here on the door, also here on the inside, looks really good to me. So there's really nothing wrong with the doors. Make sure to check also all the handles and here the windows, that they go down. And yeah, as you can see here on this Model 3, looking pretty good. That's really sexy. So let's check out the trunk, because well, there are sometimes paint issues. Now, talking about the trunk, well, the paint looks pretty fine, also here on the inside. Then when you check this out inside, well, it's still not painted on, also on the new models. So here, as you can see, there is no white paint on there, but that's completely normal. As you can see also here on the inside, so there is no paint, but well, it's not a Benz, it's a Tesla. Here, as you can see, still there's that sealing material and no paint on there. Now what Tesla includes is here a charging cable. Let's check out what this is. It's my first Tesla, so sorry guys. Oh, here's the Tesla, the 230 volt adapter cable to charge it at home. Here's the cable to charge at the charging stations. And yeah, Tesla first aid kit and you know that triangle thing. Okay, so let's have a look inside here. So also check the inside here if there's anything. I can see no marks, so for me the trunk is looking really fine. But let's check out the front. By the way, also here at the headlights, sometimes there are issues, but here mine, nope, nothing at all, everything working. Alrighty guys, so now let's also check out here the front, and there we go, because I spotted something from the outside, but I'm not really sure about this yet. So, when you check out the paint here on the inside, that's looking really good, nothing wrong about it. Here also the front, as you can see, well, no marks in the plastic, looking pretty good, really clean. The only thing I saw about the paint was right over here. So there's a little bit too much paint. I hope it doesn't crack and kill the paint on the top. But other than that, I mean, yeah, it's looking fine. So as you can see, that's looking good. And I would really suggest you guys, the first day you pick it up, check it really carefully, because I forgot some of the things like the bumper, this thing, and ask about it. Even if you're not sure if that is a defect, just go and ask about it, because maybe they're just gonna repair it, or otherwise they just say, no, we don't repair it, but then you haven't lost anything. Alrighty guys, so far I have to say, it is looking really good. Now the paint on the new Tesla, here also at the bottom, as you can see, I can't find any inconsistencies here on the paint, except of the bumper, so overall I'm actually really happy with how it looks like. Alrighty guys, now the only thing I found is right under the camera right over here. I've seen this also in some other videos. So here the paint is not 100% perfect. You can see here that there are some black dots as well. So it's basically the same like with the front. And yeah, I guess it's from the sealing material, then they later painted it, but not 100% perfect. But anyhow, nobody is going to your car, looks at the car and says, ooh, this is just 99% perfect. But I do get it, it's a quite expensive car and you want it to be perfect. Now guys, please let me know at which things I should look at, because I'm still getting used to the car. And for all the Tesla owners out there, please just let me know if there is something, if there could be something wrong, and let me know about the front right over here. I don't think that this causes any problems at all. But the bumper here, well, this is something you see. I can see it from here. If there is more light at the bumper, you definitely see it. It's a little bit bothering me, but other than that, well, the car is really looking fine. And also don't forget to check the back seats, but I checked all that. I checked the roof here, I checked here, the leather, and yeah, it is looking okay. But it's so hard to oversee something at delivery because, well, right now they also said you just have 20 minutes for the delivery. But then I asked and they said, no, take your time, look at everything. But still, yeah, once you use the car, you will actually find something which is not 100% perfect, but you're getting such great technology in the car, so I can definitely live with some paint issues instead of, yeah, driving my old car with zero technology, because this car is so much fun to drive. And well, let's go for a ride. Alrighty guys, so it's now time for a quick test ride, and well, let's try to leave here the industrial area. And well, I already drove a little bit around with the car, and I have to say, it just feels so damn amazing. I absolutely love it. So well, I usually go here to my office, but last week we closed the office. It was right over here. Now the industrial area here around Vienna is actually super cheap to get offices, and the only bad thing is it's a remote location, so I actually need a car to drive here. So we switched office to a location that is closer to Vienna. And yeah, riding the car to the office, it's just so chilled. You know, you don't have to shift. You have plenty of power, you have all that music in your car, you don't have to search for music on your phone, just do it on the big screen, and it's just really so convenient, and this is something I love about it. Another thing I really love is that you can drive this thing like a race car, even though it's like a family car where you can put your family in, but just maybe the trunk is not big enough. But still, if you have a wife, kids, this is still a really good car with plenty of space. And also, you have a lot of power when you want to, drive on the weekend with your friends. The only downside is, charging. Now, there are not so many superchargers on my side of Vienna, so I'm living in the north of Vienna, and there's only, I think, one supercharger, and it's in a mall, which really sucks because I have to drive there for 25 minutes just to charge my car. So I have to use other charging stations, other providers, which are a little bit expensive though. But let's come back from charging to acceleration, and check this out, guys! Oh my god, even my camera is flipping. So 0 to 100 is like 3.3 seconds or something. This is really, really crazy. And also the suspension. The suspension is not bad. Many people rage about it. But check this out. Here's like a really sharp corner. And whoa! Due to the low center of gravity, it's like really hard to fail with the car in the corner because, I don't know, big wheels, low center of gravity, plenty of power, and the suspension is good. I was driving a really bumpy road before when I got the car, and it doesn't feel that bad. So for sure, if you compare it to Mercedes-Benz, which is probably also like 80,000-90,000 euros a good one, then it's maybe different because, it's an American car. You've seen it when I picked it up. There are some things which you wouldn't find probably when you buy a Mercedes, Audi or something. But still, I don't buy the car for 100% good looks and comfort. I buy this car for technology and, second of all, fun. It's really, really nice, this acceleration. It's really cool, and it's so damn quiet. Now, I studied mechanical engineering at the Technical University, and I was a big fan of cars. I did my first turbo conversion a few years ago, and I was always like, I will never get an electric car. This is just, it's not the real deal. The sound is missing, and it's not a lot of fun. You have to charge it, but actually the range is pretty good on the long range model, and the acceleration is just crazy. So every time I do this, I just have to smile because it presses me into the seat, and this is like you would actually take off with an airplane. You can really compare that when it's about to take off, when it accelerates. You have the same feeling. It presses you into the seat, and this is something I really love about this car. Now, one thing that is a little bit weird though is that super small steering wheel. I don't know the exact diameter, but from my personal feeling right now, it's like a little bit like you would, drive with a little kid's toy or something like that, like a go-kart or something. But I think I will get used to it. I also had a ride in the Model S. It has a bigger steering wheel, which felt to me as a big person much more comfortable. Now, I'm sitting right now also a little bit high because of the GoPro, but usually you have a lot of headroom. And another cool thing is that you can see through the roof. And I know there are cars who they also have a glass roof, but here the Tesla is just amazing. You can mount your camera there. For me as a tech YouTuber, this is the car to get, and you know why? Now, on cars, some people complained that, there are easy to use buttons, it's not so complicated to open some things like the glove box or something, but I have to say, I like this actually, because, when Tesla updates the software, they can rearrange all the buttons, they can put in new features. On a regular car, you cannot do it. You have to rewire all the hardware buttons and stuff. So Tesla is really years ahead when it comes to UI, UX and everything, and software features. It's just so cool that you can be excited about your car again, because when you wake up in the morning, there's maybe a new update for your car which brings some new features which you can check out. And on other cars, you maybe get major updates every 6 months and maybe 2 updates, and then there's the new car, the old car gets maintenance updates maybe once a year. But here on the Tesla, I have to say, really, really nice what they can do with software. So far, I have to say, I am super happy with the car. I will now take some more pictures and drive somewhere, but I have to say, it was a good decision, and also I can write it off from tax. I will make a video about that very soon. So it's actually my business car, not my personal car. As a personal car, well, this car is still a lot of money, don't get me wrong. I'm not a rich, spoiled person. I was driving a 2,000 euro Alfa Romeo before, so like a really crap car. And this is actually my first new car. I would never buy a new car, but you know, as a company car, I think it is okay. And yeah, guys, I can't stop doing that. This is just too much fun. I love this car. Yeah, I really hope that you guys like this video. I'm just so excited about the Model 3. And if you're a Tesla owner, I would actually appreciate some feedback. So what are the things I should look into? Maybe some mods so I could improve the car. Maybe also regarding the delivery, I wrote a little list. Let me know if these are really faults, if I should even say that, if it does make sense. So all in all, guys, really happy to be a part of the Tesla community, and this is really not sponsored. Tesla doesn't even give discounts to their employees, as much as I know. So I really bought this with my own money, and I don't do advertising for Tesla, but I have to say, I like it. I like this car. Alrighty, guys, so big thanks for watching this video. As always, I'm Steven from Tech Magnet, and I will catch you in the next one. Have a nice day, and bye!